Good in the morning to you. Welcome back to KJ's channel. I'm winding the cuckoo clock. It's a little bit fast. So cuckoo clocks are all mechanical. There's no electronics. So the weight is what runs all the mechanisms. For this little pendulum back here, you gotta set it just right and everything affects it. So to be quite honest with you, most of the time it's either a little fast or a little slow, and I just make adjustments. Anyway, we're heading down to Miles City, go to a funeral, and I'm going to share with you my midweek meditation. Hey church, Pastor KJ here. One of the things that I have been missing over the last few months with all the craziness that was going on is our midweek meditation. So now with the start of Esther, I'm going to start that back up. Again, this is just extra thoughts or something to be thinking about as we go through this book. And this week, I want to draw your attention to a verse out of the New Testament, Romans 8:28. And most people know this verse, that God works all things together for good for those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. And that is something we're going to see throughout the book of Esther. Now, it doesn't mean that you can do whatever you want and God blesses it. But in the grand scheme of all human free will and all human interaction, God can use all things for His glory and for His good. And in the book of Esther, we're going to see some bad behavior, some sin, some things that are not necessarily good cultural aspects of the Persian king. And God uses those ultimately for His purpose. And so here's the thought that I want to leave you with, and here's kind of what I want you to be grabbing a hold to. Just because God will do a Romans 8:28 on something doesn't mean it's His preferred method. So as Christians, yes, we can trust the sovereignty and providence of God, and if somebody else makes a bad decision or something happens in our life, it doesn't mean that it's totally wrecked and that nothing good can come out of it. But as Christians, we should be striving to follow God's will and to do what He calls us to do as we're called to do it, instead of using God as a backup plan. So that's my thought for this week. You'll see that come out in the sermon, and I look forward to seeing you guys Sunday. So I stopped here at the church to record that, and now we are just waiting to pick up a rider who's going to go with us down to Miles City. She's a regular attender of our church and wants to go to the service, and so we're going to let her ride with us to go down. There's actually going to be quite a few people from Jordan down there, it sounds like. Made her back from Miles City, and now we're going to relax this afternoon and enjoy Mommy, because she leaves first thing in the morning to head out of town. So there it is. You guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.